Okay, I think we're just switching now. To start playing some Frostpunk. Frostpunk. Frostpunk, if you will, if you want to be accurate. I have something incorrect in my OBS. I need to move it, but I can't because I'm in a loading screen. Every game is different about if I can like click out of the window or not. Frostpunk is like you can sometimes. Ugh. If you feel like it. Oop. There we go. Okay, where were we? I think we were doing good but not great, if I remember correctly. Okay. First two sets are done. We're about 4 days ahead of schedule here. So we're almost done with the roller. About a third of the way done with the core. Then we have to do the other support frame. But I have the supplies I need for the other support frame, and we're like halfway to the supplies I need for the next phase. So building wise, we're getting there. It's just going to be like the actual putting people through. Food, we're doing okay, and coal, we're doing okay, but I know we eventually hit a point where it gonna actually get cold, and that's gonna be a problem. Ship is bringing in prostheses and a steam core because I desperately need steam cores and I desperately need more people. But I think, if I remember correctly from my first attempt, we're gonna find. I think another thing is gonna pop up that's gonna bring us people. Wouldn't actually mind getting another convoy going. I don't think I have the supplies to do anything there, and I don't think I have the supplies to research anything. It would not be opposed to just going up a whole level of research. Additional foragers would not be bad. I just don't have the manpower for it. What's gathering optimization? Advanced stocks, advanced reloading. That would just get us more supplies. It would never be a bad idea to just be getting, like, the fact that I'm only on like the second tier of resource gathering is probably not good, if I had to guess. Have people, I might as well put them in there. I don't know that that's gonna do a lot for me, but we're not out of policy, and it's only the generator. I don't have any other active quests going. Could raise motivation with a short speech and 15 food rations. I could do a buttload of food. I'm gonna lower the strike risk. Where do I see what the strike risk is? That's what I would like to know. I don't know how to tell what my strike risk is. Oh, we're about to get the first temperature drop. It's not going to do much to us in this current setup because everybody's in tents, but the temperature is starting to drop, so we're hitting the point where things are going to change. There's change on the horizon. Hey, Kathleen, welcome. Saying we're getting to the first temperature drop of the last autumn. So it's getting a little concerning out there. We're about to hit problems. On this morning, the camp wakes up to the sight of dancing white flakes. The first snow came much sooner than anyone expected. Although it melts soon, the mood remains depressed. People shuffled through the mists, falling snow muffling their voices and turning them pale like ghosts. Some curse under their breath. This is the last thing we needed. Working in such cold is going to be a drag. This is a nasty surprise. The heralds unnaturally an unnaturally early winter, but nobody feels like talking about that. motivation will fall more each morning. Seeing the 50 in this game, right? Even 46 is... Alright, it's going down to... Still above freezing, I think. Or at freezing. That's still pretty wild. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do a motivational speech. Raise the motivation a little bit. Transport has arrived. We'll get our prostheses going. Let's get... What do we need? I feel like if I eventually want to do either more food or another dock, I do want more people. Just considering all of this is not completely full. And we're going to need to keep bringing in the resources. I'm trying to think. We have one steam core. I'm going to want steam cores to build docks. But I don't need to build docks if I don't have the people. So we're going to grab more people, I think. So 12 people are coming. I have... It says 32 vacant beds, but that's not true because the care house doesn't count. So what? 18, so... This is what, 14? I don't think that's right. Maybe that's right. Yeah, I think... Anyway. I have beds, is what I'm saying. So maybe I won't build any. Let's look at the danger level is here. 6, and I'm doing 5. So they're just gonna kind of have to deal. Actually, I found this is actually much easier. We might as well put this on short shift because there's no reason to not make it safe when I don't have the resources. But I don't want to hit efficiency because I just don't want to mess with that. If we're getting people... Oh, I'd have to research another forager's quarters. I suppose I should also take time. Food rations. Food rations is helpful. Oh. To the last can. As we take stock of the food supply, several workers appear to ask us if we understand their French, whether the crève neige is coming soon, because living here is becoming unbearable. They've apparently been waiting for their train for quite some time. Deceive them and take their food, tell them the truth. We will not rob these poor people. I'm not going to rob them. We're gonna be good. You guys could come work for me, though. That is a thing you could do. Let's hit up the icy plateau. We're not gonna go here, because there's gonna be people that will want their stuff back that I definitely robbed from them. But there is stuff over here we could be doing. How many more days do we have on this? Oof, 1 more day. So we are going to need to get food figured out. So there's probably not a bunch of purpose in doing another forager team if that place is going to be burned out soon anyway. Honestly, saving up for the next level is probably our best bet. So we'll just not build things for a minute. This one's doing okay, and this one should still have quite a bit. It does. Machine shop is on strike. Why? What are you upset about? You have safe working conditions. You have food. Like, literally, why are you striking? What do you want? The workers are angry and refuse to work. They shout about exploitation, terrible working. It's literally safe. Like, I literally just made it safe to work. Honestly, I'm gonna offer them the rest of the day off. because they're not building anything anyway. And I can easily put the steel to the other place that's not on strike. I just said I was trying to save up anyway. So, like, let's offer them the rest of the day off and see if they'll be happy. Are they happy? Literally do not understand why you're striking. Like, your work conditions are safe, you're working short shift. Like, do not understand what the problem is. Just don't. But, okay. Fine. I guess because they're not next to this thing. So they would be the one that's most likely to strike. Thankless bastards. Sir, the workers who so selflessly decided to rescue talk to our people into going on strike. Oh, it's the people that we found. They now demand safe working conditions, shorter work hours, healthier food. I'm literally doing all of it. Okay. I don't have militia or security. I guess I have to let them strike. Is that this place? No, this place. Okay. Oh, this one is on strike. Why? God. For them the rest of the day off. I think that made them happy. Huge coal pile is depleted. We're making progress there. Literally do not understand what the problem is. Like, I just don't. Be on strike then. Like, if I had done something, I'd get it. They're just like, our working conditions are bad. Are they? I guess they're bad in the frickin' core. They're not bad where you are. My God. There's nothing I can do about that either other than not having them work. Can I be building the support frame at the same time I'm doing the other stuff? That would be cool. Okay, well, we're just gonna put that there so I can just use the resources so that I have the resources. Wanted to build a resource depot for, the coal. Look, there's no discontent. We're highly motivated. Like, I don't understand what the damage was, but okay. Fine. These other people were like, our other city sucks, so yours probably does too. Like, it's pretty much what's happened. Sir, telegram from London. We're going to be cut off. The frost is coming sooner than expected. Royal Meteorological Society warns the sea will freeze in 12 days, stopping all navigation and fishing. We will cease all shipments in 10 days. Start stockpiling materials and food. Evacuation by icebreaker is planned in 18 days. It is imperative that you complete the generator by then. Good luck. Temperature will fall drastically. Deliveries will end on day 37. You must finish the generator by day 45. And it is day 28. Okay. Well, that's no good. I'm kind of thinking abolition of privileges, because then I could put engineers to work doing other things. Propaganda wouldn't be bad. This I have no interest in. I don't want to reduce workplace safety. I'm very tempted in abolition of privileges. But I don't know what I want to do. At least that will go down tomorrow. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't go there sooner. Get moving all the way the heck out there, I guess. Okay. Coal. We need coal pretty badly. This is almost done. What now? Preparing for the cold. Sir, coming cold threw everyone off guard. The forecasts are true. It will make finishing construction that much more difficult. Crew working on the technology started thinking about ways we could at least somewhat mitigate the cold. Show me. More things we could be researching. I'm into it. I think I'm going to at least sign abolition of privileges. I don't like that it continues going because I feel like this is going to be a problem. But anyone can be employed in any workplace. Motivation will rise slightly. Workers employed as engineers will be 75% of the efficiency, so it's still not like the best idea to put them in engineer spots. But the discontent of the engineers will permanently rise, which is okay. So it still makes sense, right? Like, you can't just put workers in engineer slots and it's the same, because it wouldn't be. But some of these engineers are gonna be fishermen now, because we need food. So you can be a fishing engineer. It'll be great. Cool. None of them are unhoused. One of you can work here, so I can have 10 there. This will be done soon. And I kind of figure, like, I might as well put 10 people in here, or the 11 people in here. And that will go down once the ventilators turn on. The ventilators are just not on right now. Oh, well, shoot. Can't afford to lose progress. But I can't afford to lose people, so... We'll lose progress. That's fine. I'll need 4 prosthetics from the ship. Oh, good thing I didn't send this yet. Grab 5. Is there room for a core even if I do that? No. Like the rest people, I guess. How much progress did we lose? Fair amount. Understand why it's... I'm starting to get stressed. I'm getting quiet because I'm getting stressed. Okay. This is inoperative. We've gotten all the coal, so we're going to go ahead and dismantle that. We can start doing this stuff, which wouldn't be the worst thing. But now that we're up here, redesigning these would also not be the worst thing. But let's actually do that. Man, that many people got knocked out, huh? Okay. Why is it so bad right now? I thought the toxin went down. We'll do that. I know we're out of profiles, but we won't need more profiles. I don't think. Because I've already started the other thing that's going to use the profiles. So, and none of these cost profiles. So really, profiles are a very not huge priority. Like, I'm still going to work on them because they can improve safety, but they're not a big deal right now, comparatively. The iron stuff is much more important. Much, much more important. One guy, and I think that one guy is from prostheses coming into play. My gripe with this, which at some level makes a certain amount of sense, but I also think is really unfair, is these explosions and stuff seem to happen in the morning. So what will happen is the toxins will go up, and I won't have this ready to go at the start of the day, but like I feel like that makes it hard to see what's happening because I'm not dealing with like what's actually in front of me. And so I'm having to like adjust for danger levels that are like not what are there, I guess. I don't know. I just find that annoying. And maybe maybe that's me being unfair. I don't know. So, to impress on our people the importance of their work, the most engaged workers are organizing the Day of the Generator. They plan to gather everybody for a feast to celebrate the construction. The activists report that their proposal has met widespread approval. It seems that people are warming up to the radical ideas. They'd ask if you'd like to support the initiative. Carry on, motivation will rise. Give them food for the party to rise. 266 rations will be spent. I don't have that kind of rations. Carry on. I just don't have the rations. That's half of our rations. Like, we're not gonna do that. Especially now that we're not getting any more food transports after this one. Like, no. You don't get half of our rations. When we need to, like, not die. Okay, so if I look at this... I don't know what these optional ones are, or how I do them. But if I did them, I'd need more of these still. But I feel like I should still put the steel towards the things that I need. Before I put them towards the things I'd like to have. Which can raise the temperature in their vicinity. So this is gonna be like a radiator, I think. We're gonna redesign these. So as I make more, they will cost less. Regular fishing harbors. I think I can get like an enhanced fishing harbor. I can now. So I should also prioritize that. You are bringing 3 people. Yep, I have room for you. We're getting there. Yeah, this was something I didn't understand before, that if I had the manpower, I could actually be building more than one thing at a time. Three coal per hour. That's gross. We're not gonna have that kind of coal. What's the range on them right now? I know I can upgrade it. It's the same. So it's literally the same thing that I'm already used to. So I should have designed these buildings very differently than I did. I just didn't understand. Which is okay. This is a learning process. Suspicious fire. After a devastating construction fire, thankfully it broke out after hours, so there are no victims. Speed of which is spreads is suggestive of arson. People are report seeing someone loitering shortly thereafter. Construction progress was set back slightly. The site is cleared with fire debris. What's the priority? Safety. Construction will stop for 4 hours and continue at speed. Safety will fall by 2 levels. Oh, I can't do safety falling by 2 levels. We're gonna do safety. I can't afford that. Especially since apparently this is going to eat into this time. So most of that production halt will be done by the time we would actually start working. If not all of the production halt will be done by the time we start working. So this is the way better deal. Like, I'm basically not even penalized. Gonna get cooler. I think we're gonna go to the temperature we're used to. Okay, so if we're that safe, can I... Let's see. 5. So no, we're gonna leave this the way it is. This can fix something. I think we can go to standard and be fine. Yes, we can. Same here, probably. Yes, so I can turn that off. And here, yeah, we can do this. Transport has arrived. Okay, we want to make sure we're like constantly moving with this transport. I'm slightly concerned at the notion of like not having steam cores, but I don't actually know what I need them for. If I go for an enhanced fishery, do they take a steam core? They don't. Do any of these? Maybe? I don't know. I genuinely, the only thing I would want steam cores for is if I built a dock and then built, like, a reloading station. Let's grab one more steam core to be safe. Just kidding. I apparently have a lot more prosthetic needs than I thought I did. And I'd rather get the people I have working again. Keep going with these. Because they are helpful. I'm definitely starting to get a little stressed, so I apologize for being quiet. Okay, these are now cheaper, which is great. And faster to make. So both of those things are wonderful. If I don't do the enhanced fishing harbor now, it's not going to do us any good. In fact, I probably should have done it sooner than I am doing. Radical activist. Engineer known for his criticisms of your official doctrine was ambushed by some masked workers. They beat him bloody and told him, "We're building a new world, so watch it, you fat leech. If you're not with us, you're against us. So what do you have to say about it?" I condemn all violence. He had it coming. I condemn all violence. We're not doing that. This is not how we're playing things. This is just out of steel, is basically what's happening. We're actually doing pretty good on food in a way that I was not anticipating. That way. Yeah, we're doing much better on food than I was anticipating right now. But I think it's because I got this other dock going.
Quitting time. Workers, leave your tools in order.
Go ahead and build those things, guys. How are we looking out there? Yeah, we're fine. We're not at a concerning temperature yet. We will be in a couple of days. Okay, this is now out of wood. So if I do this, can I get all of these trees? I can get almost all of these trees. So I can destroy some trees and get all of them. Or not destroy some trees but not reach all of them. And at that point it won't be worth it to build more. I just wish I knew how much I was destroying if I did that. Is there like a magical middle spot? No. We'll just do that. I feel like that destroyed a lot of trees. I didn't know it. And I'm gonna have to build a path. Like, I'm not sure this is even gonna be worth it, but we're gonna do it anyway. Herd of reindeer. I'll get me some food. Oh, I did this one before where it was really hard for me to click. And it was very irritating. Okay, we got it. Little UI bug there. Again, I've kind of done all I can other than doing this. But I'll probably need to do so. So let's see what this... Whoa, that looks like bad things. People militia. New building, People's Militia Labor Union upgrade. Militia units will be discontent. Will reduce discontent. Discontent will fall slightly. You will build a People's Militia. I feel like that's not really what I want, considering it goes to the angry fire thing, and the angry fire thing is never good. Strategic liaison will remind our employees of the importance of their work and increase their motivation. Let's build 2 agitators. Our motivation is really good right now, but I don't think it's going to stay that way when it gets cold. So maybe that's something I want to do. I don't want to do dispensary because treatments can have side effects. I don't know what that means. This will make people upset. And then the only other things over here, I'm not going to deal with either of these because we haven't had deaths yet. And I don't want cocaine pills because those can lead to death. So literally the only other thing I'm interested in signing is propaganda. And since I think I'm going to wait on it, because if that's the only other one I'm interested in, then it's not like I'm going to have to wait for this to cool down. So I think I'm just going to give it a minute. I'm not getting... That's a mistake. Oh, this never... I never sent for this. Well, that was dumb. I thought I sent for it, but I didn't. Okay. Well, that wasted valuable time. But we'll get more than enough prosthetics for everybody who has an amputee. We'll be okay. Okay, this says 450 wood. We definitely didn't spend 450 wood to set that up, so. I'm also kind of curious how much wood this would be if I put a sawmill here. I wish it told you. Not that I can build this anywhere in range anyway, because I did too much. Only thing would be building one, like, over there. Yeah, see, we may need those agitators to be agitating.
Get to work. Report all problems to the Union.
Set up camp. Start sending food back, please. You very much need that. Okay. Safety. Safety's fine in all of the places except for this one. Can I do something about that? I can if I spend the wood pieces. Okay, we're safe there right now. Keep building those. These are the priority. because they're the ones I actually need to do the next portion. These are, like, would be nice for the other upgrades, whatever those are. Well, we can keep the steel coming. Now I'm going to let my resources grow so I can upgrade these things here in a minute. Actually, I may want to do that at night anyway. 5 hours? We should be able to get that done today as long as we don't have a problem. Boosted forager carts. Move 100% faster. That would be nice. Go for the resource depot upgrade, just because I have a couple of those now, and it will be helpful if I don't have to keep building them. Now, what does it cost? Oh, not. It's mostly a wood problem. Okay. We're gonna wait on upgrading those till it's at night when no one's working. Searching the area, we found some resources scattered, and the fugitives must have left the essential things behind. There's no telling what happened to them, but considering their remoteness in land, they'd likely die of starvation. Is that another point over there? No, I don't think so. I think... Oh, I'm seeing that one. Okay. So let's go to rusting rails, and then we'll come back with those supplies. We're getting there. We are definitely getting there. Good things are happening. Gotta get this up to 50. How are we doing? What's it saying? We're still 4 days ahead of schedule. I have no idea how that's happening, because I don't feel like I'm doing well. The engineer employed as a worker refuses to do manual labor. This is an outrage. I have a degree. Find me a job that's worthy of my expertise. Workers jeer at him. Well, that's the matter of... What's the matter? Afraid to get your white hands dirty? Bloody hell will show you what you're worth, you twit. Wow, they're using some words. Discontent will rise. Engineer will be hurt badly. I don't necessarily want discontent to rise, but we're not producing violence. Okay? Yeah, he's annoying, but we're not gonna beat him. Like, that's just not gonna be a thing. Okay, we will be at the total number here that we need. Oh, we finished the thing. One of the things is finished, because there's only 2 progress bars over here now. Is that accurate? Yep. We're doing really well. Okay. Now, that said, if I want to do the extra things, I still need more of those pieces by quite a bit. So we can keep going. Resource depot upgrade is done. Love that. Stations will be 10% more efficient. I like that too. But I need to not run out of steel for upgrading the food tonight. That would get me in that position where I would run out of steel, I think. So a group of workers claims that they got the man they saw loitering around the construction site for the fire. The engineer explains in a trembling voice that he was waiting for a date, but no one comes forward to confirm his story. Foreman scowls at him. Face the truth, boss. Engineers hate changes. They sabotage the construction that you have sacked. Let's teach them a lesson. Discontent will rise greatly. Engineer will be hurt. Motivation will rise slightly. Ah! I don't want to promote violence, but I can't keep having discontent raise. And I actually do need a motivation boost. Alright. Won't let him beat the crap out of one guy. This one time we can do violence.
Time to rest. You've earned it.
Okay. So let's do... Now that it's not currently making food, I'd like to update both of these so we can keep getting food. I have a bunch of people just not doing anything right now, so we're going to do that. And we can get rid of the discontent by just simply not having any engineers working in non-engineer jobs right now. So I don't have to deal with their attitudes. So right now I have a pretty open amount of workforce. But that will only last until we hit the next phase, when I will actually need all the people working again. Here, you can work there. Probably the guy they beat the crap out of. Wow. What is all this? Should be appointed by vote. Democratic authority voted down. Can we get one of these fancy automatons to do the heavy lifting? I wouldn't have voted that down. I would like an automaton. Quality means equal representation. Half the workers' representation should have been half the workers' representation should be women. That was voted down. Screw it. We're not letting women make decisions in my city. It's my birthday. Apple Charlotte for everybody. Voted down. So cold at night. We need more blankets. Voted down. Just snuggle. Best workers should be rewarded with days off. That will motivate everyone. Voted down. I guess this is because I picked who's in charge. That's why all these are getting voted down. Working after hours is exhausting. Double the overtime pay. You're not even getting overtime pay. What are you talking about? We're all equal. Let's address each other as brothers and sisters. Excuse me? So what? I have to go up to some guy. You want me to go, Brother Larry North? I hope you have a good meal. I'm glad you're not at risk of falling ill. Like, no, we're not doing that. That one I would have voted down. No. No, 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 no. None of that nonsense here. The food has been increased, which is good. Now, with what I have, what do I want? Maybe let's do gathering optimization, or I should probably do more heat stuff, honestly. I'm gonna regret not doing more heat stuff later. Transport has arrived with people and prosthetics. Okay. I would like a steam core, just because it's gonna be a problem if I end up needing one and I don't have it. So bring me another steam core. If I've played this more, I'll have a better idea of if I actually want more steam cores or not. Right now, I don't actually know. We do not have as much food as I would like. But that's okay. I'm gonna keep making these. I need to check on this. I don't know if I ever set... I did set this to as safe as I can make it. Okay, good. Motivation is down. Winter is here for good. We're screwed. It's freezing. How am I supposed to work in the cold? Why do you think we're building a generator? I just hope it won't get any colder. No. Gee, guys, I hope it doesn't get cold. I hope we don't go into a apocalypse of cold. I have news for you. And that news is it's gonna get cold. Okay, we are not looking good. Hold on. Let's fix some working conditions before everybody gets pissed at me. It must be the cold adds something or something. I don't know. God, everything is just not going well right now. Like, everything is abysmal. Tell you what, let's actually just, like, close down some of these places where I don't expressly need things made today. The gas is just really high. So, this is actually not too bad here. I want to get more of these made. Oh, hold on. It's because I didn't have the dang ventilators on, isn't it? Okay, we're fine. It's actually not that bad. Got tricked. Like, how could it be that bad? Because it wasn't that bad, Jess. We're fine. Everything's good. And then this should be not horrendous. Yeah, because I did the safety procedures, which is actually a good thing. It's actually safe to work there right now. Which is good, because then we can finish up the construction. Hundred of huge, extremely heavy arrows sunken, frozen in the ground. There's nothing to do here. Yeah, I think that was where we would have found the beginning of the Snowpiercer thing. We're not going to go there. It's a cargo convoy of people who we stole from. So we're just going to not go talk to them. Hey! We have reached milestone achieved. Now we have to erect 2 parts of the thermal hull, which will make up the center part of the generator. After that's done, the generator will be ready. We're doing great. We should have the pieces we need for that. So, generator pieces. Thermal hull. Let's go ahead and just put both on. Even if I don't put people in both. Just because then I can use the pieces and know that I've spent the pieces, right? It'll just make that a little bit better. So I'd need 25 and 45 if I wanted to get all of the upgrades, which we might be able to get to. We'll see. We're going to start here. We're going to turn this on and turn this on, which will help a bit with the safety. We'll put 50 people in. We'll do the same here. And I have 33 people, so, I mean, why not? And the gas is going to fall tomorrow, so we're only going to be doing better. I think we'll be okay. Sir, now that the core of the generator is finished, we were able to seal the whole structure tightly. The toxic gas venting from the source can no longer reach the surface. We don't have to worry about them anymore. Did not know that happens. That is just excellent news all around. So now, when I look at this stuff, everything should be healthy. And because everything's healthy... So let's just test this really quick. Because I don't trust things. The ventilation plant... does it even need to be on? Like, if I turn the ventilation plant off, is everything okay? Yeah, we're fine. It's still safe. Cool. Now the other thing we're going to go through is... Okay, it still becomes unsafe unless I have that turned on. That's fine. What about here? Here, I can turn that off and will be much better. Here, I can turn that off and I can go to a standard working hour. That's just because I have the base level safety there that I haven't researched for the Foundry yet. Excellent news. That's like the first piece of good something to happen in a long time. And because I don't need to use the ventilators, that will also help with our coal, because now nothing right now is using our coal. So, good things. With the heat of the generator finished, heart of the generator finished, project's well on its way to completion. Well done. Amidst the political turmoil back home, word got out that most of the generators won't be operational in time, causing widespread panic. In the interim, the government set up a lottery system, but people claim it's rigged. The situation is volatile and the authorities brace themselves for riots. The country is sinking into chaos. We won't fail. Yeah, I was not doing this well in my last playthrough. I mean, anything could still happen, but I was not doing this well last time. How much food is this making now? I mean, not a whole lot, but not a small amount. Group of workers, council representatives visit you on the discussion of safety of the generator. People are worried. We know that the traitors lurk among us. The reactionaries will stop at nothing to keep old order, and they'll damn mankind in the process. Too much is at stake. We need to raise an armed militia. Though 2 days discontent will rise. No, we're not. I'm not forming a militia. We're not doing that. However, since motivation does seem to be an issue, I am gonna do propaganda. And people can be annoyed or not. I don't really care. That sounds like a them problem. I'm not nearly as worried about safety now. Or those. So, like, all of that's feeling pretty good. Gathering optimization. So I will need 25 and 45. And I have 6 and 3. Which is not ideal. Since I'm not building at all of these anyway, let's like take a whole bunch less of people out of here and put them in here. That way we're still making the most out of this. Speaking of generators, my computer runs so warm playing this game, which I find really amusing because it's a beautiful game, but it's not graphically intense. And I feel like it's just because it's like so CPU like calculating crazy. We are gaining 640 coal per day. I have no idea if that's good or not. Like just zero understanding if that's worth it or not. They'll get all the stuff built. And because I fulfilled a promise, motivation should also go up, which will be helpful. I'll put my loose engineers there. Yep. Motivation will rise. Just because engineers actually could naturally work here anyway, so they shouldn't actually be upset if they're working there. Cool. And I don't have anybody in prosthetics, which is nice. I think this is where we're going to spend most of our time. The advanced dock would be nice, but I don't have it, and but like the resources I would spend to get it, I don't think I'm going to make up for it. So I think we're going to spend most of our research into heating now. Have I thrown any engineers? Like, do I currently have any engineers in a non... I do. So again, we'll put them here because they could work here naturally anyway. I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly. Which would just mean that I'm not going to get that discontent. Still operating 4 days ahead of schedule. You've returned to the city and you've brought me resources. The only thing I could do is send you to that cargo convoy, which I'm just not gonna do. Because I just don't need to tell them that I stole their stuff. So I'm not seeing anything else on the map to do. So I think we can actually disband this group. And I can always reform them if I need to. Why won't you let me disband them? Do I have to click on the building? Yes. Disband. There we go. I'll let the building chill for now, but now I have more people that I can cause to do something. Oh, I didn't realize... Oh, I just have plenty of wood. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. While I have these resources, is there anything I would like to build that I have not built? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything I could do with this. I could build those, but that's not a big deal right now. We built the advanced fishing harbors already. Yeah, I don't think there's anything other than building more of these buildings, which I could technically do, but I don't see the need to do that because we're going to have plenty of time. So I think we're actually okay. Let's just put some of these resources into building some of these things. 10? Oh, that's like all of my steel. Let's not do that. But we can keep building these. Let's at least just select it till it's not full. There we go. $25 and $45. I'm at 6 and 6. Building 3 there, so that'll be 9 and 11. So I don't know that those are going to get built, but we'll see what happens. It's not getting colder yet, and everybody's still okay. Probably going to have to build some heaters soon, but we're not going to do it yet. And we're doing okay on food. Okay, so I can unlock a track. There's just nothing I really care to unlock at this time. Will either of these raise motivation? So, like on-site burials. Each burial decrease motivation. You will have to build a morgue. Preparing for bodies transport costs wood. No risk of upload. But see, it doesn't give me a motivation or a discontent bonus, other than it probably would let me do ceremonial funerals. Which might. But I don't really want to do that. Because then I'd have to build a morgue, and I don't have... No one's died yet. I'd like to keep it that way. I said I wanted to mostly go for heat, right? And I have the resources to do so. Daily loss of motivation is alarming. Let's look at labor, council square. If I do this, it will lower strike risk. So let's, since we have the resources, let's just go ahead and lower strike risk. An arsonist struck again the construction site, this time working hours. People ran blindly from the flames, and 10 of them died in the inferno? I just said no one died. Workers are furious. Boss has their blood on his hands. We need a militia guard against arson. What is your priority? Safety. We'll stop construction for 8 hours. Safety will fall by 2. I can actually compensate for safety falling by 2 because we've closed the, like, I can actually do things for safety. I could go back to short shift and lower the efficiency. And it should actually put the safety level back, as opposed to stopping construction for 8 hours. And, well, discontent will rise either way. We're actually going to do speed this time. That's 10 of our people died regardless. That's not anything I can do. So. These places are still fine. So it's just the safety level on this thing. Which means I probably shouldn't have dropped it, because this is a place where I was already doing it. But I can do this, and we'll be okay. Because we're still moderately safe. Our people, one of our people just died. Sickness, accident, will keep the claim. We need to dispose of the body. What did I just say? Open the book of laws. I think we'll do the morgue. Even though I don't really want the cost of wood. I just don't want the discontent. So, morgue is not that expensive. We can pop it up here. The 7 people not doing anything can go build it. I'd be worried about our wood capping out if we were getting shipments in, which means we would be losing wood over time. But right now we're really not actually losing wood, because it just means somebody is not getting something from the sawmill. So I think we're largely okay. To doubling it's cool. I had a feeling that that would be the payoff. Oh, they built this though, so this should also help with the whole strike risk thing. How do I see how close people are to striking? That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out. Ah, there we go. This is how. No chance of going on strike. This is shut down, then there's no people there anyway. No chance of going on strike. No chance of going on strike. Okay, cool. I don't have any strike chances right now. I like that. That's what I like to hear. Still ahead of schedule.
Quitting time. Workers, leave your tools in order.
We'll get that morgue built, and that'll push up on discontent. What am I doing? I'm not getting any shipments in. That's so annoying of me. Well, what do I want, actually? I'm doing okay in terms of people. I can't, unless I did double shift, which I don't necessarily want to deal with right now. I don't actually need more people, nor do I anticipate needing more people. It's actually not that big of a deal. So at this point, I think it's just like, if I have it, you know, get me steam cores and prosthetics just so that I don't, like, run out. Because in case I decide I need a steam core for something, I want to have them. This is only mad because of the wood capacity, which again, I'm not worried about at this time. Work has been built. Motivation rises. Because then it's going to be like, well, what are these people going to do and eat and all of that once they get all this built? But we're also almost out of wood, which is a little concerning. And I don't want to build a dock to get said wood. So I'm kind of hoping we're just going to not need it. That's kind of my grand scheme, is like, what if we just didn't need wood? So what have I been saying, 25 and 45? 25 and 45, if I want to get all the upgrades. And we're at 9 and 15. Motivation is just at that line, which is a little frustrating. But I think once the agitators start working, that'll go up, maybe.
Get to work. Report all problems to the union.
Okay, as long as we're here, what does company funerals do for us? Sending bodies to London increases motivation more. Prepping bodies for transport will cost steel instead of wood. I don't mind that necessarily. No bodies selected for preparation. Didn't people die? Are there not bodies being sent to the morgue? Question is, do I want steel instead of wood? I don't know. I feel like no, but I do actually want... When does the new game come out? Sorry, hopefully I didn't ignore that for too long. Next year. They did not provide a date. They did say next year. Sir, it seems that word from the last news of London has spread across the camp. People will whisper all sorts of wild tales, but the most widespread rumor is that everyone will be left here to die. Are you going to do something about it? Let the people talk? Explain the situation. I don't want discontent to rise and motivation fall. Why would explaining the situation do that? I feel like letting talk is just going to see discontent, but I guess just let them talk. Bodies selected. How does one select bodies? Like, how do I do this? It's empty. I think people have to take them here? I don't know how this works. Research. Still running ahead of schedule. We're still running ahead of schedule. Sir, engineers are worried that certain messages broadcast by the agitators undermine their authority. They take issue with the slogan means to boost workers' resolve and motivation, such as "Workers, show engineers what you're made of," or "Engineers said it couldn't be done, prove them wrong." Okay. Discontent will rise, because motivation will fall. Leave the slogans. They're just being pissy. Nothing wrong with those slogans. They're just being pissy for no reason. I swear it said people died. Maybe there's no bodies for the morgue because they died in there. It's a little bit of a morbid thought, but it's probably true. Morbid thought.
Time to rest. You've earned it.
Okay. Steam core? Keep the steam cores coming, just because then we have them. In case I want to get an infirmary or something, and those cost steam cores. Pretty sure they do. They do in the base game anyway. Get some resources going here so that we have space for things. Really do like the artwork for this game. Like, a lot. Still not really risking the strike. I mean, no one's cold, no one's hungry, and the spaces are all pretty safe, so I think that it would be weird. Now, if this generator runs like the generators I'm used to, we're getting enough coal to last. I think it was day 46 we got evacuated, right? It's like we need to have it done by a certain day, and then day 46 is... So for 4 days ahead of... Good. I don't know how this works. But some motivation here. We're getting there. So if these are making... Oh, we're up to 11.4. That's great. So this is actually making more food than this, which is good. Healthcare, insulation, research. 100 steel to go up a level. Would I want to? I could get heater efficiency. If I did. I don't think it'd be the worst idea to unlock an infirmary. Keep on trucking. Oof. safe there. They're giving us a read. A day and a day and 14 hours. Okay. Let's keep going. I believe in us. I'm assuming I can build the other stuff after I get this, like, done. I'm assuming that's how this works. So I'm almost there with these. Those have to go to 25. But these are a lot. They need 45. Oh, God. Sir, a group of workers reported a defeatist attitude in their colleague. He's such a complainer. Nothing but, oh, well, we'll never finish on time and we'll all die here for nothing. And the end is nigh, and there's a worm in my soup, and so on. Everyone's sick of it. They demand you straighten him out, or they'll do it. Punish the defeatist. Let him vent. If we punish him, discontent will rise. If we let him vent, motivation will fall. I can't afford to have motivation to fall right now. So I guess we're going to do violence. I said earlier we're not going to do violence, and I guess we are. I guess we are going to do violence. It only has 21 left at it. This is... Oh, this one's empty. That's exciting. 1 steam core, base heating level 2. This has base heating level 1. So an infirmary is just technically better. But now I gotta be careful with wood because we're just not gonna have more wood. That's pretty much how this is gonna go. As people get sick, they'll need somewhere to go. Yeah, we just don't have wood anymore.
Shift over. Enjoy your free time.
So sawmill is only 10 wood. So as long as I get more than like 10 wood plus however many I need for paths there, this is technically worth it. Let's just find out. So it's 10 wood plus 1, 2, 3, it'll tell me. So as long as there's more than 18 wood there, it was worth it. Let's find out. I'm into an experiment. Okay, we have 4 steam cores. I really doubt we're going to do more than that. So I kind of just want to bring in as many prosthetics as possible because I don't need more people as far as I'm aware. But I don't know if we're ever going to have, like, another accident or something. And if we have another accident, it's the same thing, there's nothing here. If we have another accident, you know, I need the ability to do something about it. This is a bit frustrating because I don't know how to get those trees, but that's okay. I feel like it's going to take more than the day it told me it was going to take. We're doing much better on rations, which makes me happy. But we're going to hit a couple of days where we're not going to be able to gather food anymore. Basically, in my first attempt, I had gotten this far in terms of days. Like, I had gotten into the 30 days, but I was still in Heart of the Generator. I was not in Assemble the Generator, and I was, like, barely in Heart of the Generator. Like, it was just not going to happen. Let's see. We are having a sick issue. Oh, it's about to get cold, so I'm gonna have to adjust. Well, no, these are all in red. So the next step down should just take everything to livable. We should actually be okay. Can I can't, like, kill these resource depots now. Can I put this anywhere? I mean, if I destroy the bathhouse, but at that point, I'm just not creating health for myself. How many cook? Do I just have the one cookhouse? I just have the one cookhouse. Otherwise, I could destroy tents and build new tents and then build this here, but it would be about, like, where would I have? That would be like 4 tents to make that work. Which just means I may never get those trees. Which is okay. Motivation is down. And it's about to get colder. We're gonna be a little bit more like what we're used to. So everyone's still fine where they're living. I'm gonna turn some heaters on. I don't think the heaters do anything. Oh no, it's probably just because people aren't working there yet. So actually, we're gonna turn one heater off, one heater on, and see if there's a difference once the workday starts. Yep, that's gonna be necessary. And that's gonna be necessary. So we're gonna actually start burning some coal. Guys, I'm gonna need you to keep moving. We need security. The delivery of the lab ships depart in 2 days, and it's obvious if people know something's afoot. Sedition is in the air. Might be wise to prepare for the worst. You have 2 days to build people's militia. Let's hope for the best. The notion of people's militia just scares me. And we're doing okay. But I also feel like if I don't... I mean, F it. Let's do people's militia. Let's see what that means. Why the heck and heck not? You know, why the heck and heck not do it? And I could go for safety improvements, but I don't really know what that's going to do for me now that everything's largely safe. Okay, yeah, there was 300 wood there, so it was totally worthwhile. So if that's 300 wood, then that's going to be at least 150 wood. So it might be worthwhile to do the rearranging that I was talking about. I'm assuming assuming this is like work time, not like actual game time, because it didn't actually change that much. Some have defaced an agitator. Worker, you are being used. Don't fall for the lies. Although there's no way to tell for sure who did it. Everyone whispers it can only be the work of an engineer. Have it cleaned up. Have the engineer clean it up. I don't want motivation to fall any more than it already is. Palette is here.
The workday is over. Report for your voluntary duties.
I like the way the voice is changing. Can I put 4 engineers into the People's Militia? Anything goes awry when the ship departs, you'll be able to count on them. Motivation went way the heck up. Okay, so we're gonna do 6 and 4. That way we're very evenly represented. They're evenly represented. Transport has arrived with 7 prosthetics. I'm just gonna have it keep bringing me things. Because there's no reason not to. I don't necessarily want more people. Is the thing. Because that's just more people to eat. Like, have to feed and stuff. But there's no reason to not get Steam cores. As long as I can get Steam cores. Says we are still about 5 days ahead of schedule, which is just excellent. I'm a little bit nervous about how this is going, just because things are going. We're warm at night, right? Yeah, we're still warm at night until the next temperature drop, and by this day, I'm gonna have to do something about it. So let's go ahead and start planting these. So that we're prepared. I just may not turn them on right away. I think I meant to use this thing that I just built for food. Can I change it to food? Yes. I don't necessarily want this on right now because we're okay temperature-wise. I just want it built so that when it gets cold, I can start heating people. That's kind of the idea. I won't have to, like, get it figured out after the fact. That's going to be an issue, is not all of these are in heat zones, but we'll figure it out. We will have the ability to figure it out. we're at 21. This will put us 23. So we'll need 25 for whatever these are. Or 40. Yeah, 25 for whatever these are. Which means that as soon as this is done, we'll be able to start building the other things. Glory to the working class. Just try to keep this as safe as I can. Approved blowers researched. The only thing is, if I can get up to here and then I can get that, I'll have more efficient heaters, which will help with cold. I'm not entirely sure what else I really want. So we're going to go ahead and do improved heaters. And then it'll probably be leveling up. But we're getting there in terms of this other stuff. 9 hours. So not in this workday, but hopefully tomorrow's workday we'll get that one done. Sir, we have reports that there's a small clique of engineers serving the militia who've been behaving particularly brutally towards their former colleagues. Whether this is revenge for past slights or an attempt to prove their loyalty to the cause, you might want to weigh in. Let them be. Purge the ranks. Engineers will no longer work in the militia. Motivation will fall slightly. Let them be. I don't want to lower them. I mean, I put them there for a reason. You know? Actually, should probably research larger resource depots because that would solve a lot of my problems too. Sir, the impending interruption of navigation, this is our last window to order resources to the telegraph station. Afterwards, there will not be enough time for it to come through. Can I order something? No, because I have one coming. So we will not get another telegraph order. And let's actually let steel go up to 100. So that I might do this.
Shift ends. Workers, enjoy your well-earned rest.
Something's gonna happen here because this is gonna be the last ship. I should be very careful with the wood I use now because we really are about done. And I'm not gonna build a dock. Alright, that was the last ship. How exciting. Alright, before this gets super wild, one, I'm gonna save it. But two, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Because I feel like I'm gonna want to be able to focus. So I will be right back. And we will continue. Okay, I am back. Let's see how we do here. I think we have about 9 days left of the scenario, right? We have to survive to day 46. The problem is soon we're not going to get any more coal from this, too. Wonder if we can't get it anymore. Can I demolish it and get the resources back? No. Okay. Well, oh well. Can I if I do this? Okay. Well, whatever. Kind of wanted the resources back. I might not build any more of these things.
Bundle up. It's getting colder.
Getting cold. Cold at home. We'll deal with the cold at home when it's actually at home. I feel like this should be warmer when you work there.
The completion of the plan.
I guess not. This one is naturally warm. Maybe because it's next to a ventilator? I don't know. What I can do is this. We're gonna put it on work only. Now, what does it do for me if I... Not much. So we'll need to have it on that range. I just feel like if you're working in the generator, it shouldn't be that cold. But what do I know? Show of force. People may get hurt during show of force. New ability, show of force, lowers discontent and strike risk. Does it now? People's militia can lead most engaged workers on a hunt for malcontents and troublemakers. I'm not into that. So the militia rounded up engineers they considered troublesome. This lot has been causing problems all along. Let's end it once and for all so we can finally concentrate on building the generator. They're talking about mass execution, and they're not asking for your permission. Engineers will die, discontent will fall. You have 2 days to sign terror. Well, first of all, I don't think I have the prerequisite to terror unlocked, which means in 2 days. I don't want them to shoot the engineers. Even though discontent will fall. I just don't want that to happen. It's possible I can sign terror, but I think I don't have the thing before it unlocked. So if I fail at this, discontent goes up. We're going to try for it, though. Where is terror? Like, I don't even know where that would be. That's the problem. Oh. It's the big angry one. Food or workers. Food for use. Every use will lower the strike risk by 2. Interests of the working people will be represented by the labor union. I don't think I want to sign the big angry one. I think I might just take the broken promise penalty. To be completely honest with you. Wait, what did I need in order to do that? 120 and 80? Oh, this got done. That's excellent news. This is still locked because I think we can't do it until I get these other ones done. Since I have double the workforce, I can't do anything about the safety conditions right now. Can I do this and double the workforce? Yes, but it's going to be very dangerous to work there. So we're not going to do that. Because as it is, I'm risking it. Sorry, my brain went super in thought there for a second. I think they're just gonna not do anything until this gets done. Then it needs 14 hours finished, so it's possible it can finish tomorrow. I mean, I can put them to work in these places. Just so that they have work they can do. Let's see where we get here. When this gets to 120, we'll see where we're at. Okay, I can do this. What does this do? Brazier. Oh, I like this one too. I almost like this one more. We'll do that one. I know we're out of wood, and the problem is I don't have that much more wood anyway. In fact, the only wood I have left is that little bat that I'm not going to be able to get. So we're just kind of out of wood. So we might not be doing any more research anyway.
Workers, put down your tools.
Because anything else might need to go to resource depots. I don't want to commit to heating all the homes right now. Because I might have a couple that are outside the range. But this way, I'll get rewarded for doing what I was going to do anyway, which is turning these things on. See, not all the homes are heated. And I'm not sure I'm going to have the wood to do anything about that. So, what are we looking at here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 homes are not in range of a heating thing. This one is. And I have room for 2 here. So I think we're going to slowly work on getting some of these homes inside a range of one of these things and seeing what I can do about that. Last ship. 5% of workers will get hurt, discontent will rise greatly. 15% will leave, their motivation will fall greatly. The last ship's prepared to leave the watchful eye of the militia group. Desperate people in charge of the docks. Now here's the thing. If I let them go, they're gonna die. If they go to London, they're not gonna make it. So never mind this. There's a bit of a quandary of, do I let the people go who don't want to be here, so I have a better chance of saving people here, or do I say, you don't understand, you will die if we go back to that city? 5% will get hurt, discontent will rise greatly. 15 will leave, motivation will fall greatly. I think we're going to stop them. Like, you don't understand. You're not gonna make it. So we still have what's in the piles, but we don't have anything more than what's in the piles. We are done getting shipments. And we are done getting food. Well, this actually might still work. This one. No, it looks like it's their last. Oh, no, they're still there. Technically, it's saying that it'll give me like a couple more days. So hopefully I can still continue to get an influx of food. We will see. Camp wakes up in an eerie silence. With the last ship's gone, we can no longer count on any outside support, supplies, no mail, no way to evacuate in case of emergency. We are on our own. Great. Everybody needs to just chill out. Like, you're gonna be fine. Okay. So let's look here. I have, it says 38 open beds. It's minus 20 in the care house. So it's 18 open beds. Which is 2 tents I can just outright remove. So we're going to remove this one. And remove this one. And I'm going to try to find other places to put tents. I need you all to get going. In fact, I might risk it and we'll see here. Sir, with the cold upon us, people are getting worried about food shortages. There are complaints that the militia are abusing their authority to control food ration distribution, put themselves ahead of everybody else. Motivation will fall, discontent will rise. We gotta, discontent I can manage better than the motivation right now. We gotta push to get this generator up. no point. Actually, I wonder if I can dismantle these. I could dismantle these for resources if I really needed them, since they aren't doing anything. Okay, I don't think I'm actually going to spend any more resources on research right now. Just on account of stuff. So, I can put in another I keep wanting to call it a brazier, which it's not. But I can put it somewhere where I can heat some homes. And just give it the shorter range. And it might be enough. Because right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 homes. This one's fitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And more efficiently spread out, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It would be 11, 12. So one more at double range would let me heat all of the homes. So I just need to like pick a spot and move my homes and they'll be warmer. I just did a poor job of picking home spots. Alternatively, I could trash this that I'm not using. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to trash this that I'm not using anyway. Even though I probably should be, because it would stop them from getting sick. But right now, I'm a little bit more worried about the homes. See, this one isn't in range of either one, which is weird. So weird to me. Okay, well, whatever. It'll let me get one more home in while I try to figure this out. Move the homes there. Sir, we're getting low on steel. Thankfully, we have a new source of it. One of the few advantages of the cold is since the sea froze, it became possible to reach a nearby shipwreck on foot. We can now send people to scavenge steel from it, although they will have to work in extreme conditions. How do I do that? Oh. I mean, I could put a gathering post there. How badly do I need steel? I don't think I need steel that badly. Because I just commissioned the rest of the parts that I need for even the optional stuff. Look at something. Coal will last for 42 days, such as it is. Interesting. Okay. Just don't want people working in cold spaces. Kind of want to keep them assigned there, because if I keep them assigned there, then they're working, so they're motivated. But if I have it turned off, they just don't go. That's kind of my hope that that's how this works. I could put a gathering post in, and it could actually get the ship. And would let me gain steel. But the question is, do I need it? I have 133 steel as it is. Actually, I lied. Don't turn this one off. Because there's still steel to be gathered. Like, I still have another 200 steel to get from here. I think we're okay for right now. I think this is the only place where I needed to keep making things. Oh, it's paused because of the dang short shift. Okay, they're gonna be grumpy. We're gonna do this. Because I'd like to get this finished. I don't even think it's doing anything. It didn't even do anything. That's right. Glory to the working class. No, we don't need to... Okay. I mean, we do, so I can see where to build. Okay, that's in range. So 1, 2, 3, 4. How many do I have outside of a range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, is it 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 homes are gold. So I've laid down track for 4. Interesting. 5, 6, 7. Once those are built, we'll demolish the other ones that hold, and then everybody will be warm. Well, warmer until that gets done. Until that's just gonna go off for now, until it's done. So if you make 4 more, I can build all of the extra stuff too. And we just have to survive a couple more in-game days. Okay, so now you can be turned on. Now, out of curiosity, if I did that range, out of curiosity, can I put 2 more? Oh, I can. And then I only have to do the single range. That's what we're gonna do. Demolish. It's gonna be so much better if I only have to do 1 range. Keep working, kids. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep demolishing the cold tents. And building the new ones. Motivation is dropping. Yep, that's fine. I knew that was gonna happen. We weren't gonna do terror. I knew I was gonna take that hit. That's okay. At some point I can do... Let's just see what the strike risk is at places. Yeah. So we're gonna take a lot of this food that I have. Now that I have this much, we're gonna do food for workers. And that should drastically lower my strike risks. Yeah. It did. And we have no more cold homes. Well, we will once those homes are handled. And then here at the workshops, we're just going to turn them off because I'm not doing any research anyway. God, is it getting cold? I think this will get better once the, I can go up a heating level. That's really gonna wreck my, whatchamacallit, it's gonna wreck my, amount of coal that I'm going through. Let's get this finished. 6 days ahead of schedule by some miracle. Ducks in a row! I don't know what that achievement means, but it's an achievement, which means something good happened.
Generator is operational. It's operational.
Wow, it's almost like if you had been listening to me. Sir, after great sacrifice, we finally completed the generator. Some said it could not be done, and yet here it stands, towering over the camp, majestic and defiant, a proof of our supremacy over the cold and Mother Nature. Did we finish? If this screen is up, I feel like it did. Nature... over the cold Mother Nature. It seems our challenge to the world. We will endure. The endure we shall. And then we need to hold back around the icebreaker rise. Okay. Yeah, no. Now we need to survive until then. Wait for the rescue. Generators ready. Now we can wait until the weather improves enough for ships. There's still time to improve the generator. Okay. Where's the generator improvements? Oh. What am I looking at here? Oh, I need to... Interesting. Okay, we gotta turn the workshops back on then. So is the generator just on then? Or do we have to survive without the generator, even though we built the generator? Okay. Whatever. Generator, adding the improves raise the maximum range of the generator. Do that. So we're just gonna be cold. That's fine. I feel like I ought to be able to turn the generator on. See, I have steel. Maybe I should just, I put down 2 more of these. Congratulations, you finished the generator, not a moment too soon. Nationwide food shortage caused people to take to the streets. There are riots in Manchester, Birmingham, and Leeds. Chaos in the colonies is even worse. Ebenezer Craven, the new prime minister. Hey, he's the, I know who that is. Craven also wants to redirect the resources for generator program. We might need to change your next assignment. Icebreaker's on its way and should arrive to evacuate you soon. Ebenezer Craven is the Lord in one of the scenarios I did, not on stream, from the refugees scenario. Sir, and the crowds gathering by the generator with a tall, wiry man who's shouting and gesticulating wildly. We built this Tower of Babel against the God our Lord, and now his wrath is kindled against us, so he sent a great frost to smite us. Repent, lay down your tools, and pray. Most people are just gazing, but a few kneel next to him. Silence him. Preacher will get hurt. Discontent will rise. Let him be. Motivation will fall slightly. I'm not really worried about motivation, to be honest. Because I already did the thing. Like, we're not really doing anything else now. So I'm really not that worried about motivation. Is there anybody even in the care? Oh, the care house is just fine anyway. Now we can just research faster. So if I'll use the 25 here, that means I'll need 20 and 25, which I have. Okay. There's literally, well, I can do this a little bit. Status quo will last for 20 days, but I just don't know that I trust that. I'm very concerned that it won't. $16 days. However, we only need the last 6. So we're doing okay. I can afford an infirmary. I don't wonder if I want to, because we're going to have more and more sick. I put it here. Having some issues. Getting real specific over here. I can do this, but I have to build the wood. Sorry, I know I'm getting quiet. So right now I'm thinking about taking down this sawmill. Now that I've removed some of these homes, I might be able to fit a sawmill over here. But I'm gonna have, like, just enough wood to build it. Maybe not even. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I wish it could at least tell me if it'd be worthwhile to try. What I can do... Okay, this is what I can do. We'll just get this road built, because once the road's built, the infirmary will work. And then I can delete some medical bays, because I won't necessarily need all of that. I have all of these places closed, don't I? No, I do, yeah. So if all those places are closed, that does not need to be on. That's just wasting resources. This still is getting cold. So now this is here. Oh, we're still waiting for the road to be built. So that's going to help drastically. So I think my plan is get everybody healthy. And then once everybody's healthy... Actually, you know what I can do too? I can take down one of these foragers' quarters. Wait, what did I do? Did I destroy the wrong one? I think that's what I did. Okay, hold on. We made it this far. I'm not gonna screw it up by a misclick. So we're gonna load the autosave at the top of this day. Which is a little scum-savey, but I literally just misclicked. So none of you are saying what I'm doing now. We're not gonna lose a whole lot there. Because basically all I did... In fact... We'll be less cheaty about it, and we'll remake some of the same mistakes already made. Because even though I would do this differently now, we'll just be less cheaty about it. And just kind of make the same mistakes I already made. That road get built. How are we looking? Don't think we're wasting heat on anything that doesn't need to be, which is good. Okay. So again, once we get like some room made here with our sick, I'll destroy something and try to get a steals near capacity. Interesting. So I don't think I get anything back What on earth is going on here? Those conveyor belts are weird. But, okay. I can try to put a sawmill here, basically, is what I'm saying. Okay. Go in here. Because now everything is... It's kind of the flip, right? Everything's riding on the engineers. But this is definitely helping with our healthcare. So we'll get caught up on the healthcare. No one's in the care house. I could also trash the care house, which might be a place to put a sawmill for right there.
Workers, put down your tools.
What if I put all of these on 24-hour shifts and I pulled some engineers out of the other places I have engineers, like the other med bays? Again, I'll do that once I get health figured out, maybe, but I'm intrigued by this notion. Okay, so now that I have steel near capacity and I'm out of wood, I think the other thing I'm going to do is go in here into Book of Laws. Sign company funerals. Sending bodies from London will increase motivation more. Preparing bodies for transport will cost steel instead of wood. And the only reason why I'm going to do that is because, I mean, I don't have any bodies to prepare anyway. But this way I can at least sign it. I'm prepared in case somebody does die. And, yeah. I think overall that will be better. So what I was gonna do was destroy the Forager hut. But, like, not the one. I think this one that just doesn't have anybody was the one I was gonna dismantle. Yes, and it didn't cause the same problem that I already did, right? Not that it really matters, because they're almost done anyway. So with that done, can I do anything about the sawmill? Sorry, I'm not finishing my sentences. No. If I put it at the care house, there's not room for it at the care house. But it would actually be able to get it there. Now, the other thing I can do is potentially take down one of these once I've used enough resources. I just really didn't plan things out super well, is what I'm saying. But at least I have 33 wood now. And we're now at the point where we have health under control. We at least don't have anybody not in health. Well, we have a couple people, but we're doing better. What I could do, if I wasn't worried about the sawmill, and I didn't really care, I could open another infirmary. And if I open the other infirmary, I would actually have the ability to close some of the other med bays. And with health continuing to be an issue, that actually might not be the worst decision I could make. Oh, can't go there because I have like a little bit of road for some reason. We need... Thankfully, our camp is bound to trees. We can build more sawmills to cut them down. Really? Where do you think I'm going to build sawmills to cut down the trees, my dude? These trees? The ones I'm trying to get to? Because, like, I don't know what you think is going to happen. We're just gonna let this roll. Now you're waiting anyway, because the food's done. There really is nowhere for you to go other than this one convoy of people we're not going to confront. So we might as well send you home. Yeah, there's 109 people without jobs, so somebody can build here. Like, honestly. So we're gonna be at the end of our food. You're gonna have no patience, so we're actually going to dismantle you. Because everybody should now be going to the infirmaries instead. I thought I had 3 medical posts instead of 2, but still. Sir, a worker employed at the medic mixed up the medicines and poisoned patients. Unfortunately, 8 of them died? I'm so sorry, sobs the distraught worker. I was following the manual to the letter, I swear. Then the shadow crosses her face. Maybe the engineers altered it to make us look bad. Motivational slide. Punish the worker. Worker will be hurt. Discontent will rise. Well, I don't want to hurt. Right now, the engineers are who are keeping us alive. Like, they're the ones that are doing this. But we can put engineers in here because I have some available now. Hang in there, everybody. It's gonna get colder, and we're gonna have to survive in the cold for a couple of days. Upgrade the heat vents. We're doing the last of the optional upgrades. Motivation is at an all-time low, but after this, there's literally going to be no work that I need doing. Motivation rises because I got the warmth I promised. Three days, 14 hours to rescue. Discontent just went way down. Is it because we're treating people for medical care? I would assume so. We're just gonna disband you. So I can have the resources. Repair bodies. And we can use steel instead of wood. Now, out of curiosity, what are the odds I could be, like, really lucky? Not great. Now, what I could do is, if I move 2 of these tents in here, where they will be kept safe, I can put that, might be able to make this work. Can I do this? And then here is there. Oh, yeah, I can totally do this. Can totally do this. There's nothing else here I can sign except for cocaine pills, which I have no interest in doing. And in labor, I have no need for any of these other things either. So now, these homes are heated, which means I can remove these two homes. Oh, you're fine. There's an infirmary. Just go to the infirmary. So now I have warm homes for everybody still. That has not changed. Well, I don't have warm homes for anybody, but we're not dying. Sawmill. Look at that. Drop that sawmill right there. I didn't see you there. I'm sorry. One of our people has become bravely ill to keep it happening if we have to work in such cold. Who's working in cold? Oh. Council Square? Where? Who's working in cold? I have anything that's cold turned off, don't I? Maybe not. Let's just do this without this. This is off. This is off. This is off. This is off. 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 Yeah, it's off because it has the doohickey on top. All these are off. This is where people are cold. Well, okay. Your council squares are cold. Like, no one's working except for the engineers. So why do you care if you can't go to your council squares? We're in a blizzard, folks. It's gonna be cold. I don't feel bad. 75 wood. That was not a lot of wood. Strike will rise in all workplaces. There's nowhere, like, they can't strike here, so they can only strike in the generator buildings. We're just gonna try to blow through time here because there's literally nothing else for it. The sawmill should be somewhat warm, just because it's going to be in a brazier, as they're called. I think that's the technical term. We just might make it, guys. We gotta survive in the cold for 3 days. But we might just make it. I have it as hot and as wide-reaching as I can make it. So there's nothing else I can do about the heat right now. Just nothing else that I'm aware of. Other than research something for the heat. Sir, people lack the motivation to do their jobs properly. That's okay. It's literally just the sawmill going for 75 pieces of wood that are even working other than the engineers who are researching. Like, it's gonna be okay. Well, I guess there's people working in health phase too. I would assume, though, motivation is pretty low. It's minus 58 degrees Fahrenheit outside. So, like, I'm not overly surprised at the whole, like, it's cold thing. Hey, generator upgrades finished! We'll now be able to protect much more people against the cold. Let's check out these achievements that we're getting here. So we got one called Perfectionist. I'm assuming that's from building all the upgrades. Ducks in a row is the other one. Build a generator that lasts autumn scenario without pauses between construction of its parts longer than 24 hours. Oh! Well, cool. I didn't intend to do that, but that's awesome. Build a generator and with all upgrades and no construction faults, which we also did. Cool. So we got the cool achievements regardless. So, with resources, is there anything I want to do Like, this stuff doesn't really matter anymore. We could do heater efficiency. There's no reason not to. So, I mean, all of the engineers are toasty in their laboratories, so it's fine. And because we got the healthcare upgrades, they're fine. This is probably the place where everybody's cold. We'll turn that on. It's probably not these spots. Even though they're there, I don't know why you're there.
Quitting time. Return to your comfortable quarters.
How are we doing on coal? Still says we can last 12 days, so I don't know. I guess we can turn this on. If I turn this on, then they'll be like not completely miserable at they're still gonna be cold at their council square. It's because it's freaking outside. So I can't do anything for you about the council square. I literally cannot. There are 0 things I can do. Nice little motivational speech. We're gonna get through it, guys. Alright, 2 game days left, guys. We can do this. I think we're gonna make it. Like, we're getting sick, but it's being managed by the infirmaries, which was definitely... I'm glad I did get those steam cores, even though I got more steam cores than I needed. But we're doing okay with managing health. But it's not gonna get any colder before it gets warmer. So they're all cold in their tents, but that's literally how it's gonna be. I guess what I could do is build a bathhouse, but I don't have the resources for that, so that's okay. Heater efficiency has been upgraded, so that's fine. Go ahead and dismantle that building because we got the trees. Which, once that's dismantled, I might be able to build a bathhouse, and that might be able to help with some of the health too. But honestly, it's... I think we're in as good a shape as we can be in. I'm gonna just... I figure anybody who's working at the labs will be warm, so maybe I should just let them work, even though they're not gonna do anything. Bathhouse needs 3 wood to do something. I don't know if that is worth it to me then. Who's texting me in this critical moment? Oh, that's cool. It's somebody from work, but not about work. It's about something cool. That's fine. But it completely distracted me from what I was doing. Honestly, I like the bathhouse would be a smart thing to get. If I took something down. Honestly, I could take one of these food ration ones down because we don't have the food rations to need the other thing. Oh, I was gonna check 20, 30, so 8 vacant. Oh, because 8 people died. That's right. That sucked, but that is true. 8 people did die. So I can remove 1 set of tents. It's really not gonna matter. Sir, if everything goes according to plan, the icebreaker should be here tomorrow, not a moment too soon as everybody's desperate to leave this place. One of our people went out on the ice to look for the ship, but it's been some time since he's returned. His friends are worried something happened to him. Let's look for him. 5 people will be sent from the camp. Let's not risk it any more lives. No, we're gonna go look for him. We're gonna go look for him. Where can I build this where it's gonna do the most good? It's gonna be 5 homes. It's gonna do a fair amount of good there. Versus doing a fair amount of good there. I think it'll actually do the most good here. Since we have the coal for it. Will help with health. So at least these buildings here will be more healthy. Heater's not doing anything. Okay. Let's keep right on trucking. sir. The search party returned in the dead of night, empty-handed and unnerved. They found shreds of the man's knapsack and clothes in the middle of the trampled, bloody snow, and traces of dragging along the large paw prints. These are polar bear tracks, says the experienced explorer. These beasts normally keep far to the north, but are here until winter. We must get out of here. The weather's really getting crazy. I see. So one guy died. I guess we don't have a body for him. We're gonna make it, guys. This is it. Just gotta get to that right there where the temperature goes up 3 levels. And the ship can come in. But these numbers are not abysmal. We have the food and we have the coal. I don't really care about the motivation because we can't do any work anyway. And the discontent is like, okay. I think we're gonna make it. Literally no one's working. Like, even the people that are in, well, I guess the healthcare people are. They're the only ones. Because even the engineers here aren't doing anything. I just figured then they can spend all day in someplace that's warm. It's getting toasty! Alright. Let's, Hey, we did it! No crunch and builder, whatever those mean. We'll check that out in a second. Finally, I can't believe it. Our toil is over. It's complete. Truly a marvel. I'm so excited we actually did this. I was going to be really bummed if we spent this much time and it didn't work out. Kindling a flame. The huge generator, symbol of workers' victory, slowly disappears from view, dwarfed in the mountains towering over it. You have won against all odds and look defiantly on an uncertain future. Workers, inspired by the wonder they've built, burn with fervor, eager to carry the news to the homeland. They will never forget what you showed them. That old social order is just a kindling for a flame. You have a feeling they will not watch idly as the chaos engulfing the empire. The flame you kindle might spread far and wide. Why are we leaving? There's a generator. It's going to get cold. We should be staying here. Alright, let's have the game judge us. Let us be judged. Every bold endeavor demands sacrifice. I love these things that they, like the time lapse of what you did. And so we did. You can see the other dock going in. You'll see the fishing docks going soon too. Abolition of privileges, muzzling dissent, propaganda, augmentations. I think that means prosthetics. Can one life be worth more than another? Liverpool needed a chance. Not Liverpool. Oh, there's our morgue. I manipulated 17 dead workers, 1 dead engineer. 1 dead engineers. We didn't have grammar, that's for sure. But was this price just? Support capacity 800 citizens. Chance of survival acceptable in New Liverpool. Dun dun dun. I think New London is the one in the main game, so I don't think we made our generator because our generator isn't on the seaside. Oh, we did it, guys! We did it! Okay, so I'm not going to play anymore today because I do have some other stuff going on today, so I might as well stop. But just to kind of show you, A New Home is the main story. That was the main one we streamed. We also streamed last year the Arcs, which is the one where we protected the seeds. Off stream, I did the Refugees and the Fall of Winter Home. The Refugees had the one guy I said, oh, I know who that is. We just did the Last Autumn. So On the Edge, I believe, is the only scenario I have not beaten. I don't think I've done this one. After the Great Storm has exposed an army warehouse, we are sent from New London to set up an outpost there. Times are changing. What will our role be in the coming thaw? That's pretty cool. So if people are digging Frostpunk, I'm gonna keep playing Frostpunk. I could probably do this scenario on stream, but like, the only scenario I've beaten in one go was the Fall of Winterhome, and that's, like, to be technical, I did actually try it twice, because we did try the Fall of Winterhome. I think we tried the Refugees on stream, and I failed at it, and the Fall of Winterhome on stream, and I failed at it. I think, maybe. But like, I also didn't get very far in it, so it was technically my second attempt. But this one, you know, last autumn I had to try twice. The Refugees I tried 3 times. I think the Arcs we might have gotten through in one go, and this took several. So like, I say we could do On the Edge, but there's always the chance that you're gonna have to watch me do it a couple of times. So I don't know. If people are interested in Frostpunk, I can keep streaming Frostpunk. I think I might. I know, Kathleen, you're usually down for things. I think Django liked Frostpunk. I'm not sure anybody else is really excited to watch Frostpunk, so I might go on to something else. I didn't want to stream this weekend because I worked. I think this weekend's Father's Day in the States. I don't know if that's an international date for Father's Day, because I know Mother's Day is different. But that should only be Sunday. So like, I could stream Saturday this weekend, which means I might start a story game instead of doing more. I might stream tomorrow, but in all honesty, there's some. We finished this scenario today. I was only gonna stream tomorrow if I didn't get the scenario done. I have other stuff I need to get done, so I probably won't stream tomorrow. I probably won't do any more Frostpunk streams unless there's like a big want of them. I really wanted to stream that one because of the union stuff for Django. But I mean, like, if you think about it, this stream is coming up on 3 hours. Yesterday's stream was 4 hours. So it's 7 hours to finish a scenario. Assuming you get it all in one go, right? It's just a lot to stream if people aren't as into it. And I'm perfectly happy to play this on my own. So, I probably won't see me again till the weekend. And then I'll probably start something story. I'll actually make a decision about one of the other games I was talking about. But Frostpunk's just scratching an itch for me right now, so I'll probably play this one on my own. If I play this one and it's amazing, I'll pop back on, but I'm probably gonna go through after I beat this one and try to beat these two again, because I don't really remember them. Also, endless mode is really fun. But this has been a good time. I'm gonna look at the achievements we got there with you all here on stream. So the build a generator in the last autumn scenario. You can see these are all considered rare. I think it's just because the last autumn is a DLC. It's already rare as it is, because not everybody who owns Frostpunk owns the DLC. And so on. Then not everybody who has the DLC has actually beaten it. Ducks in a row. This one's pretty rare, so we kind of stumbled into this one on accident, because I was not doing it. Basically, that means at no point did we pause, like, generator construction due to a strike, which is pretty good. We built the generator with all upgrades and no faults, which is cool. This is just, we beat it, and then no crunch. Build the generator in last autumn scenario using neither 2 shifts nor extended shifts. That's really cool. So there was a point where I did turn 2 shifts on, but the game was paused. So even though I staffed it, I didn't go through with it because it messed with the safety so much that I turned it off. So I'm actually really glad the game didn't screw me out of this achievement, because I didn't actually at any point in time actively use it. I turned it on once while paused. But I think the game has that function. I don't know if you guys noticed. But it had safe shift, regular shift, 24-hour shift. I can't just pick a line. Like, I can't just pick a notch. When I click through it, it cycles. So I think it does that on purpose. I think it must have a little bit of a wait period, like a little bit of a grace period in case you're cycling through. But that's really cool. That's a really nice kind of rare achievement. So that's neat. I like that. I'm only at 44% of all Frostpunk achievements because there's 115, which is crazy. There you go. So those are the achievements we got. So that was fun, also. But I appreciate you all being here. We had another close to 3-hour stream. And I should be back this weekend with something a bit more action packed. But it was good hanging out and chatting with you all, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.